tutorial making a video on how to create a setup using InnoSetup and Launch4J. Alright, so before we start it, we're going to create a folder on our desktop and call this folder setup. Call the folder setup. But before then, make sure you have your Java project being built and cleaned. So I have a sample project here and I'm building and cleaning it over here. We wait for some few minutes to get it done. So when project is done successfully cleaning and building, wait for a while. Alright, so we are done building and cleaning our project. So we then go to the project folder. I have mine in my Java folder here. My project name is example, so we locate our exif file, that's our jar file, and our dist folder, and we copy the jar file and we open our setup folder, and then we create another folder, and then we paste this, we create another folder, and let's name this folder dependencies. You can choose to name it anything. Dependencies. Now this folder is going to contain the libraries that we use in building our projects. So we quickly go back to our example folder and we copy the library that we used. So let's copy this lib and then we paste the lib inside our dependency folder, and then we create another folder again. We call it bin. PC is kind of slow. Bin. This folder is going to contain our JRE, our Java runtime environment libraries. We will locate that in our drive C, program files, Java, and then I'm using JDK 1.8, so just copy this folder and you paste that into the bin that we created. So while that is in progress, let's open our setup folder again, and I think we want to add some icon to our setup that I want to create. So I have an icon in my drive D. Over here I've got a nice icon here. You can look for any icon that I want to use. So I'm going to paste my icon right here. Forgive me, my PC is a little bit slow. So I have my icon here, I have my Java file here, and then you should remember that we also have a database file we want to add. So you quickly back up your database by this my database name called image product. Just click on it, you click on export, and you click on go to back up your database file. So you just download your database file and it's going to be in your downloads folder. So as you can see, my DB file is downloaded and you can view that right in my downloads folder. So scroll down to locate this particular file, our SQL file, copy that, So as part of our file that we will be using, we're going to paste it here. You should remember that this jar example.jar is important for the application to run. So we are done with everything. While this is still copying, let's quickly come to run or launch our Launch4J, and then we fill in this empty spaces, our output file. Where do we want to output it? Click here, you browse to your desktop, locate the setup folder. Ouch, PC slow. Alright, my setup is right here, and I want my exe folder. For the exe, you can put it, you can allow it anywhere, but sometimes it's nice to allow it here just to test that your executable file really worked well. So what do we name it? I have my, it's just an image something, so we just name it image.exe. Wow, kind of messing up my keypads today. Click on save, then we locate our jar file. Our jar file is right here, and you locate our icon. My icon too is right here. So we come to this place. You can leave them default unless you know what you are doing. You can add some stuff there. A single instance, can leave that. Now this is one of the important places you should do. Our JRE minimum version, we want it to use 1.6, but then over here you come to your drive C again. Come to your drive C, open the program files, locate Java, open your Java, and you will copy this part. Copy the Java and the JRE part. You're going to paste that right here. The Java and your JRE part. You don't copy the whole part. As in, you don't copy the whole part. You don't copy the whole of this. Just copy the folder name, the main folder name, which is Java, and then the JRE folder. Just copy that. You can check this if you wanted to use 64-bit. If you know what you are doing, set some environment variables. If you have some splash screen, set that when you run the application it loads. If you have something, you can add it here. I don't have anything, so I'm going to go straight app version, say 1.1.0.0. a free version I want to use is 1.2v. File description, image file, anything after you want to, can all right reserved. Alright, reserved. Product version, I want to use 1.2v, 1.1.0.0, and then free version is from 1.2v. Product name is an image file, kind of image slideshow. A company name, I love using code as well, so I'm gonna use this. My internal name, say still codes. My original file name, image slideshow. I love to use this a lot. So If you have any